Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So we are keeping things cute and casual today, like big sweaters, no makeup, like on the floor. Like we are really gonna get down and dirty in this video. Not really. But you guys, what's behind me in these drawers is honestly embarrassing, and then what's behind me in my vanity is even more so embarrassing because I haven't done a declutter video since COVID, and since things went back to normal somewhat. Like, who has time? Like, I work 5 days a week. Like, I don't have time to kind of like go through my makeup, and today I was just tired and not in the mood to like put on makeup, and I was like, I need to go through what I have and just get rid of a ton of stuff. There's so much stuff in these drawers that are expired. Like, there's just so much expired makeup in here, like makeup that's just not good, just so many different things. So if you see me throwing out a lot of makeup in this video, it's because it's expired. Anything that is good, my sister here, who is my trusty, you want to come say hi to the camera? Who is my trusty, hi, in today's video, anything that's good, I will be giving it to her if she wants to use it and whatnot. So yeah, that's what today's video is going to be. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's jump into this massive declutter. So right over here I have my little Alex drawers, which is where I keep like a lot of my makeup, but like a lot of makeup that I don't use every day. Like my everyday makeup is pretty much in my vanity, and then this is just kind of like leftovers or stuff that like won't fit in my vanity. So that's what's over here. So this bottom drawer is literally just like makeup bags, so we're not going to worry about her. This second drawer though, we're definitely going to worry about her because there are eyeshadow palettes in here that I haven't reached for in years, so we're going to get right into it. First thing we're going to go through in this drawer is this e.l.f. X Chipotle palette. If you guys watched my giveaway video, you know that I love this palette. I'm definitely not getting rid of this. I do really love like the color scheme in here. I think it is beautiful, so this I am keeping. And then this one, my friend actually gave it to me. This is Evening Glamour Blink. It's a limited edition palette. This is just a pretty plain palette. Honestly, I really appreciate my friend giving it to me, but I haven't reached for it since she gave it to me. So this I'm gonna have to put into the donation / my sister pile. She's like reaching for it. She's like, okay, okay, okay. So that's going away. This next one is from Ciate, and this one is beautiful, but I just think that, I mean, let me show you. Like, this is a beautiful palette. Definitely like good if I didn't have other palettes that pretty much have these exact colors in there. So let me just swatch them quick. Do you guys ever do this? Like, you think you want to get rid of something, and then you swatch it and you're like, I'm actually gonna swatch it on my foot. Yeah, I don't know, like this palette does it for me but doesn't really do it for me, so I'm going to part ways with this one as well. Then we have the Naked Urban Decay Heat palette, or Naked, yeah, Urban Decay Heat. This one, I just feel like even though I have shades that look like this is just a good palette to have. Like, there's a lot of browns in here. You can really work a lot with this palette, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. And then, oh my god, do you guys remember when this palette came out? Too Faced Sweet Peach. This one was like, it came out like 4 or 5 years ago, and I remember I was like at Sephora the day it came out and I bought it. Still smells like peaches, but honestly, I haven't reached for this palette since I probably moved into this house, like, which was like 4 years ago, if I'm being totally honest. So this one I am parting with. It's probably way expired too, so I'm parting with this one, even though it hurts. It's just taking up space that doesn't need to be taken up. Up next is this OG chocolate bar palette, you guys. I haven't used this in probably 5 years, but I can't get rid of it just because it was one of my first palettes that like I ever bought, and one of the palettes that like I felt like I knew what I was doing when it came to makeup, so it holds a special place in my heart. And for that, even if I don't use it, it just holds such sentimental value to me that like I can't get rid of it, so I'm keeping that one. Then this too, this I really don't need, but I'm such like a corny girlfriend. PD's my boyfriend. My boyfriend got this for me for like our like 8 or 9 month like anniversary. It's this Tardiest, not sure, blush palette. This is so old. I haven't reached for this in forever, but like, again, I'm so sentimental that like I want to keep it just because he bought it for me. So for that reason, I am going to keep it. So up next is the ColourPop and Kathleen collaboration, the Dream Street palette. This palette, you guys, is such a staple. I feel like I love this palette so much. I do still reach for it from time to time. I just, as you can see, I really love this color because it's almost gone. But this palette, to me, it's a collectible. Anything that was like a bomb collab with like a creator or something, I feel like is a good collectible. So for that, I am going to keep this, even if I don't use it that much. Wow. One shadow just fell out and fell all over me. Literally. Wow. That's beautiful. But I'm still gonna keep it. Perfect. So I'm still annoying. This is another sentimental palette. This is the Too Faced Natural Matte palette. This is like one of the first things my boyfriend ever bought me from Ulta. Like, I was still living in Florida. Cute story, quick. I was still living in Florida and he bought this for me and he had it mailed to my house with a really, really sweet card in there. So for that, I mean, these shades though, like, wow, they are still so buttery. Like, look at that. Wow. This is a good palette though. Like, this is a good palette. I may try to like use this even though these shadows are probably way expired. Like these little like neutrals, like cool tones here are such my vibe. So keeping that because it still looks good and because my boyfriend got it for me. Ooh, this was hiding back there. This is from Dose of Colors. This is the Marvelous Mauves palette. I remember when I got this like 3 years ago when it like first came out. I love this palette so much, but seriously, it was hiding back there for a reason. It's because I didn't know I still had it. I didn't even know it was still a thing. So because of that, it's old. I haven't used it in like a year, so I am going to part ways with this. Okay, so down here is the OG Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I remember when this palette came out, like seriously, I used to use this palette every single time I did my makeup, and you can't even tell that I used to use it like that because of how, like, I just feel like there's so many shadows. Like, the shadow pans in here are so deep. Like, you guys, when I used to use and abuse this palette, I used to use and abuse this palette on another level. And I'm gonna keep it because another palette that's like a staple in my collection. Like, even though I can go out and repurchase like a brand new one, I'm gonna hold on to this because it's just the OG one with like the original packaging. Like, now the packaging is all shiny and not matte, and there's just something about this palette. It brings back a lot of good memories for me, so for that I am keeping it. So this is a Z palette from MAC, and it's just a bunch of MAC shadows in here. And you guys, I used to use these all the time too, but I haven't reached for these in so long. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I used to love them. I honestly think I might just keep them just because of the fact that, like, these mattes, you guys, are so good. And, like, I think, was it this one? Wedge, this little cool tone shade right here was such, like, an iconic shade. And then Soft Brown. Oh, my God. And then what was this one? Saddle. You guys remember Saddle? Like, these three shades. And then what was this one? Oh. I actually don't know what this is, to be honest. I'm not sure what that's doing in there. I don't even think it's matte. But anyways, like, these three right here are so iconic. It's, like, not even funny. And then this one is Swiss Chocolate. But these three right here, so iconic. So I think I'm going to hold on to it. Up next is this Morphe palette. This is the Morphe 3502 palette. Do you guys remember when this palette came out? Like, the OG one, 350, and then they came out with 3502. Like, this was literally, like, me and a palette. Like, this is when I used to wear like all these like orange, like burnt shades. Like, now I'm like neutral, like cool tone, like natural-esque. Like, I used to walk around with orange eyelids all the time. Like, it was just like a thing. And as much as I love like these shades right here, I haven't reached for this palette in so long, and to me it's just like it's taking up space, and I didn't even know I still had it. So for that reason, I am going to part ways with this one. It is a great palette. It's just not great for me anymore, you know? So, do you like that one? Yeah. You gonna take it? Yeah. That was a good one. So up next is this Alamar Cosmetics palette. I got this in my BoxyCharm like 3 summers ago. And you guys, I fucking love this palette. Like, I seriously freaking fucking love this palette. It's just so good. Like, even though it's so simple and there's just not much to it, like, these blues right here are still such a vibe. This shade right here, El Malicon, I don't know how to pronounce it, but like, you guys, this green right here, this green gold, This color slaps, and then this color right here, La Costa, I used to use it as a cheek highlight all the time. Like, look at that swatch. Can you guys see it? So pretty. This palette slaps. I am not getting rid of this palette. I frigging love it. And I love that it's like a little book. Like, you can just like open it and it like tells the story. Ah, like, I'm keeping this. I fucking love this palette. The last makeup item in here is the Zodiac palette with Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. Again, you guys, this is another bomb collab with ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. And these shades right here are so good. The Gemini is so good. Like, oh, so many in here are really, really amazing. And I love this palette. And I actually reached for it not too long ago. I don't know how it wound up in the bottom of this drawer, but I remember reaching for it for the Virgo and for the Taurus. Like, these shades are just everything. So I am definitely keeping this. Onto this next drawer right here. I don't even know what's in it. Oh my god, more eyeshadow palettes. Oh my god. Who would have thought, right? Surprise, surprise. So this one I'm not going to talk too long about because I literally have been obsessing with it. This is the Michaela and Glamlight one. I will link that video down below for you guys, or in the description, or in the little thingy up here, the little sidebar that comes up if you guys want to see me use this palette. If you guys haven't got your hands on it, please go ahead and pre-order this palette. This palette is too bomb not to have in your collection. Like, these colors are just iconic. And yesterday I used this blue here, this blue here, this blue here, and then this like bluish purple right here. Oh, you can't even tell on camera, it looks silver, but it's like a blue purple iridescent type thing. Fucking amazing. I love this palette.
Kind of color.
Yeah, like definitely like a metallic. I love this palette. It's so good, and I just got it, so obviously I'm gonna keep it. Then this next one is the Morphe Desert Bouquet 35D palette. I don't know what happened to mine. Mine like morphed into like this weird thing, like the top of it. I don't know, but this is what this palette looks like. This palette is another palette that's bomb. I recently did a video using this palette. I used all like the pinks and purples in it. Love it. So friggin' beautiful. But this is a great, just a great palette. Like, I love all the shades in here, and it's just so aesthetically pleasing to look at. So for that, I am definitely keeping this. Next one is another one from Morphe. This is the Morphe Madison Beer one. I recently purchased this one, and I talked about it in a video. And yeah, like, this palette is good, and I like it, but I'm kind of just like, there's nothing really to it to me. Like, I have so many other palettes, especially the ones that I just, like, decided to keep, that I have, like, these colors in there. This one's okay, so this one I know my sister really likes this one, so I'm gonna give this one to her, because this one is just, it's beautiful, but it's not like the best thing ever. Like, the color scheme and whatnot, the formula is great, but the color scheme is like, I don't need all these like neutral browns. I have so many other and all these other palettes, so I'm parting ways with this. That's all the makeup in this drawer. Like, literally, this is just like Hot Tools, Q-tips, cotton rounds. Like, these palettes were just like randomly in here, so that's it from this drawer. This next one, oh, I don't know what happened here. I'm not sure how we got here, but this is where we are. So, we're gonna start. I'm just gonna start pulling and going from there. This is a mirror. We are keeping this mirror. We are not getting rid of this mirror. Like, that's a great travel mirror. Then we have the NYX Tetris eyeliner set, which I am definitely keeping. I'm gonna take the eyeliners out of this box though, because I don't need to keep them in here. So I'm gonna take them out of this box and put them in here. By the way, NYX makes like the best colored liners. Like, if you need a good colored eyeliner that's gonna be pigmented, NYX are frigging bomb. So definitely check them out. Not all of these are open, but these are great. So up next is this, ew. This, did you guys see this right here? How it like looks green? Ew. Ew. That's so, is that mold? How though? Oh, this is gross. So this is the ColourPop Cheek Dew Liquid Blush. I was going to get rid of this anyway. Wow, I'm like moving my camera. Sorry. I was going to get rid of this anyway. So after seeing like this green in here, like, I am 1000% throwing that out. Ew. So up next is this Giorgio Armani Powder Fabric Foundation with SPF 25 in it. When I last did my, my last declutter, I was like, no, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to use it. I never reached for it after that video, so this time I am definitely getting rid of it because I don't need it. It is a very expensive foundation. It was like $65, but it just didn't do it for me that much, so for that I am going to get rid of it. Up next are like these 3 lipsticks. So this first one is from L'Oreal, and This one I have had for so long. There's literally, like, it's a beautiful nude. I hate how L'Oreal lipsticks smell, but like I've had it for so long that it's probably expired, and when it comes to my lips, I have to be very careful with what I put on my lips, so for that I am going to toss that. Then this Kylie one, this was like a birthday one. This is Money Mindset. This is a great like pinky nude type situation. I was holding it so far back from you guys, but this is what it looks like. Again, this is probably so old that I have to get rid of it just because like I have super sensitive lips, so I have to be careful with everything that I put on. Just rolled away. Up next are the Charlotte Tilbury wands. This is the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand, the blush, and then this is the concealer, the Magic Away Liquid Concealer. This concealer, like, I need to play with it more. I haven't played with it since I tried it in one of my videos, and I'm actually going to keep it because it was $34, and it's pretty new, and I'm not ready to get rid of it yet, so I'm going to keep that. Same thing with this. I was like 50-50 on this, but like I need to play with it a little bit more before I really decide if I'm going to throw it out or not. So I'm going to keep 2 of these because like they are super expensive. Like, no. And up next is a brand new Charlotte Tilbury. This is like my Charlotte Tilbury drawer. All of my Charlotte Tilbury makeup is in here. This is a brand new contour one, which I'm keeping because this is my backup. So definitely keeping that. This is a ColourPop, one of those like pressed highlighters. This is what it looks like, you guys. It's beautiful, but like it's literally just glitter. Like there's nothing to this. Like I'm going to show you guys. Actually, when you really have to swatch it, like right there it looks beautiful, but then like look at the swatch on the top of my hand, it's like non-existent. Like that one wasn't that bad, but I honestly wasn't that blown away by this, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Yeah, like I haven't reached for it since, so I'm actually going to toss this because it's just not something that I'm like dying over right now. So up next is another Charlotte Tilbury item. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Pressed Powder. I'm keeping this because I bought this like a year and a half ago as a backup, and I never opened it, so I'm definitely going to keep it because like I'm definitely going to use it. So I'm going to put that there and put all my Charlotte Tilbury stuff kind of like in one area if it fits. And then what's this? Ooh, this is a lipstick from Kaja. My best friend actually got this for me for my birthday last year. This is a lipstick. It's a beautiful lipstick, honestly. Like, gorgeous. Love that. And then, what's this one? Oh, this was another lipstick. I thought it was like a pen for a second. But it's like a really pretty, like, pinky, reddish type of thing happening. I really loved them when I tried them, so I'm definitely going to keep these. They're pretty new. So we have reached the top drawer, which is the drawer that's mostly used in this entire thing because I keep all of my powders and all of like my things that I use every single day pretty much right here. So yeah, this is going to be a real hot mess. First up is my Wet n Wild's Photo Focus, I was going to say foundation, Photo Focus powders. This is my brand new one. This is one that I'm almost out of, so I had to restock on this. Best drugstore powder of life. I seriously love this like so much. I use it every single day. As you can see, I'm pretty much like out of it. Like look at how filled it's supposed to be, and look at how filled this one is. Like that's how much I freaking love this under eye setting powder. So good. And then this is the Jaclyn Hill, the Brightening Light Banana one. You guys, I just spoke about this in my recent favorites video. So good. Check out that video if you want to see everything I've recently been loving when it comes to makeup. But this is a great powder. And then, oh my god, I love this so much. This is the KVD Good Apple Balm Foundation. Oh my god, I know this is like controversial, not really, but like a lot of people say that they love it, that they hate it. As you can see, mine is so well loved. I'm pretty much like almost out of it. This foundation, you guys, I love it so much. I'm a full coverage queen, so love that for me. Okay, so I had to change positions because it was just getting really uncomfortable on the floor. So let me get back to what was going on here. So up next, I have a backup of my Dior Forever Skincare Concealer. Best concealer ever, so definitely, obviously, keeping that. Then I have a backup. I don't know why this is still in the box. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter. I love this thing so much, so definitely keeping that, throwing out the box. Alright, and then this is from NYX. This is the High Glass Highlighter. It didn't really do it for me. I remember, I don't know if I saw it on TikTok or where I saw it, but like, there's really nothing happening here. It's just kind of like To me, it's like it actually is a finishing powder. But I remember using it as a finishing powder and remember it looking like way too like glowy. I don't know. It's not my favorite thing, so I'm going to toss it. We have the Jaclyn Hill, the bronzer and blush duo. This is so friggin' key in my everyday makeup. Like if I'm doing full makeup, I'm reaching for this bronzer and I'm reaching for this blush. It's just become a staple in my everyday makeup and I love it so much. Then we got the Makeup Forever, what is this called? Matte Velvet Skin Powdered Foundation. This was a good foundation. I haven't used it in so long, but I'm going to hold on to it just because I feel like if a day ever comes where I need to kind of like do my makeup really fast, I'm definitely going to reach for it. So I'm definitely keeping that. Then we got this mirror right here, which I'm 100% keeping because you can never have too many mirrors, seriously. Then we have this NYX lipstick in the shade A La Mode. This one, I thought it would be like my go-to nude, but it's truly not. So I'm tossing this one. I really don't like the color. We got the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. I gotta start taking stuff out of the box, guys. I literally keep everything in the box for whatever weird reason. This was a really good skin tint. I remember when I used it, it was way too dark for me. So I wonder if now that I'm tan, if it'll be good for me. But yeah, great skin tint. Only $29, super affordable. So if you guys are interested in a nice, like, affordable, good skin tint, check out the Fenty one. It's amazing. And then we got some staple foundations. We got the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Pro Glow Foundation. This is such a good foundation. I have the shade 202 and 204. So good, super beautiful coverage, really nice glowy finish. So I'm definitely keeping these. I love them. Another foundation. This is the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation. I liked it when I tried it, but the shade is so off for me. Like, this is such, like, this is just not my shade. I remember when I put it on my face, I don't know if you guys can see it. I put it on my face and it was way, like, too pink for me. So maybe I'm going to keep it for, like, the fall when I'm a little bit more fair, because I tried this and I was already pretty tan, so I was like, I'm going to hold off on that for a second. Then we got this NARS bronzer. Let me show you guys the packaging quick. Let's see. It's just a little NARS, I think it's Laguna, right? Yeah, Laguna bronzer. Honestly, I never reach for it. I don't see a need to keep it, so for that I am going to toss it. We got the Wet n Wild Hello Halo Blush Lighter Duo, the After Sex Glow. You guys, I've talked about this so many times on my channel. It's such a beautiful powder. Highlight. I seriously love it so much, so I'm definitely keeping that. It's like a staple in my collection. Then we got the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. This used to be my favorite powder of life, and then I don't know, I feel like they may have changed the formula. It's not necessarily my favorite anymore, but I gotta give it another chance and kind of like see. I haven't really used it lately, but I remember when I recently used it, I wasn't like blown away by it, so I gotta like feel that out a little bit better. I'm going to start in this section. This is going to be real easy because I know everything that I'm getting rid of for the most part. We're going to start with this Maybelline City Bronzer. Haven't used this in probably 3 years, so for that I am tossing it. There's really nothing to that bronzer. Then we got the Kylie Ice Me Out highlighter. Like, it's a good highlighter, but it doesn't really do it for me. I haven't used it in the past like few years, so for that I am going to toss this. If you want another Kylie product, this is the bronzer in the shade Khaki, and this is a good bronzer, but honestly, again, another product that like I haven't reached for. Like, I used the Fenty one and I used the Jaclyn Hill one so much that this one like just kind of fell off, so for that I'm going to pass it. We got the Kylie Snow Angel highlighter. This was a limited edition Christmas highlighter, and you guys, I seriously still wear this highlighter to this day. I love it so much. Look at that. What is happening to me today? Everything is just falling out. Ugh. What was that? I can't believe that just happened. At least it didn't break. But that's the highlighter right there. So beautiful. So it's so pretty, right? Definitely one of her best ones. I wish she would just bring it back because it was a fire highlighter. And we got the, Kylie blush in the shade Crush. I love this one. This was like a staple for so long. I definitely love it. As you can see, I've hit pan. I'm going to keep this one because it's so, like, definitely one of my favorites. Then we got this Wet n Wild bronzer. I don't like this one because it has, like, shimmer in it. It does have shimmer in it, right? Yeah. I didn't like that. I remember when I put it on my face, it just gave me such a shimmery, like, hot mess, and it's just not for me. We got the Kylie Pink Power Blush. This is another, like, favorite of mine. Oh, I love this blush so much. I recently got it. It was on clearance because I don't know if you guys like keep up with her, but she just relaunched her whole brand with like clean products. So that one is discontinued, but I'm going to keep it because I love it. Then we got my favorite pressed powder of life, Kylie, You're Perfect. Seriously, this pressed powder is so bomb. I really hope that she keeps this or at least brings it back or something because I love that powder. We got Kylie translucent powders. We got soft pink, and then we got the OG translucent one. I love these powders so much, especially the translucent one, so I'm 100% going to keep it. I really hope that like she brings it back or does something with it because this powder, you guys, is one of my favorite powders like to ever exist. I think it's just such a good powder, and seriously, it works with so many different concealers. Like, it's not picky. It's so good. So I know that she just rebranded, but I really hope that she keeps that one because it's just one of my favorites. So this is going to be the last part of the declutter because, you guys, I've been sitting here for like what feels like an hour, and there's way too much to go through in my vanity, so I'm just going to keep it here. So we're going to go with this. This is the Fenty In The Sun bronzer. You guys, I've spoke about this so many times on my channel. A great matte bronzer if you need to warm up the skin or contour. Such a good powdered one. I love it. Then we got the Fenty cream bronzer, and when this came out, this is so gross, but like, look at this. I used the heck out of this bronzer. It's so good. Mine's probably all dried up, but I'm not going to part with it just yet because I do really love it, so I'm definitely going to keep it. Then we got this Wet n Wild blush. This is Nudist Society. Definitely a great blush. I'm going to keep it just in case I want to do like a full face of Wet n Wild or something like that. This is a good blush to have for that. And then we got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, the one that I said I had a backup of. Like, I'm still not even done with this one, so I'm definitely going to keep this. This Wet n Wild highlighter in Golden Flower Crown. You guys, this is still a bomb highlighter. I use it all the time, and I seriously love Wet n Wild's highlighters. They're so good. Then we got this cute little Hello Kitty ColourPop blush. So freaking cute. I'm literally keeping it just because of how freaking adorable it is, and it is a really beautiful pink blush with like a hint of shimmer in it. Love it. Then we got one of my favorite highlighters of all time, the Morphe Extra Highlighter. This one, oh my god, it's such a good one. Like, see, it's like a champagne-y gold one. Oh, you guys can't see it.
So
you can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's so freaking good. Then we got an OG right here. This is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. You guys, if you guys have been around for a while, you know that this was the OG highlighter. Like, this set the tone for what highlighter was supposed to be in the game, and this one is seriously a staple. I feel like everybody has this in at least like their collection like one time because it's so good. It's just such a freaking staple, seriously. Then we got the Essence Nude Baked Highlighter, another staple in my opinion. So good, super affordable, really natural glowing highlighter. Definitely keeping it. Then we got this, which is so sad because it's discontinued, but I would definitely repurchase this forever if they still made it. This is a Too Faced Candlelight Glow highlighter. It's like the little duo one that they used to have. So freaking beautiful. I love it. It's just so sad that they don't make it anymore, but a bomb highlight. Then we got this really overly expensive highlighter. This is the Dior one in the shade Halo Pink or Holo Pink. This is what it looks like. It is a beautiful highlighter. I'm going to keep it because it is Dior, and seriously, I love Dior. Like, that's a beautiful highlighter. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm going to keep it because I love it so much. Guys, so I am legit exhausted after that video. Like, I know it doesn't seem like I went through a lot, but to me, that was a lot of decluttering. Like, the rest of my stuff is going to have to wait because I can't even think about going through like what's in this vanity. That you think these Alex straws were bad, like this vanity, how bad is the vanity?
Pretty bad.
It's real bad. Like, I need like KonMari to come in and like KonMari my whole makeup vanity because it is a hot mess. But yeah, so that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Let me know down below if you like these videos, if you want to see like more declutter type of videos. Give me all of your thoughts down below. Like I said, any of the makeup that you did see me get rid of is expired and way too old to like donate, and it's just not healthy, especially since like a lot of it, my fingers were all in it, and it's just unsanitary. That's why if it's in the garbage or if I threw it out, it's because it was expired or it was just not sanitary to pass it on to somebody. So yeah, so as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please do not forget to go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will hopefully catch you guys in my next video.